keeps exploring the unknown, keeping the wonder alive. He's bringing the flame to the legendary show. Paranormal among us, where the proof is paramount. Oh, we're talking about the ghosts and the good podcast times, investigating whispers from ancient haunted climes, from Bigfoot prints to a shadow in the hall. Amazing guests already answering the call, 'cause with Paranormal Paul, a new mystery.
Hey guys, happy Tuesday and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, and I'm not wearing green.
Why are you not wearing green?
I was in the hospital this morning with my daughter, and it just didn't happen.
I mean, you couldn't have, when you got dressed, you couldn't have put green on today.
It was, I know. I'm failing. I'm failing miserably.
No. We'll give you a pass this time. I mean, it's okay. I know you're going, okay. It's okay. This time. And this is the only green shirt that I have. I do have a green button-down shirt, but look at, I don't know if you guys can see what's on here. Here, whoa!
Good Lord!
Never mind.
Just breaking stuff.
The whole monitor comes flying.
Good Lord!
So
that's why you can't have nice things. Look at you.
Yeah, look at me. I'm sitting here in my slippers and my shorts, not the blue ones.
Have your underwear on the outside of your pants again?
No underwear on the outside again.
I bet you do.
No, I don't. Okay. I do not have underwear on.
You don't have underwear on? Okay. All right,
on the outside of my shorts.
Oh,
boy, look at that color red. No, anyway, I don't know if you guys have traveled to southern Missouri. There's a town called Uranus, has a fudge factory and everything in there. And I got this shirt, and it says, I should really take a picture of it and put it on there. It's Uranus Dental and Proctology Clinic.
Wow.
All in one stop. You got...
So check out both ends.
Right.
Put
like floss down one, it comes out the other side, and you just floss. See, Andrew knows about it. It's an insane place, Uranus, Missouri.
I really hope they use different gloves.
Nope. And the funny thing about that place is, whenever you walk in there, they have great fudge. Every time you walk in there, everybody that works there, hi, welcome to Uranus. It is a hilarious thing. It gets old after a few minutes being in there, but it is it's a funny store. All the shirts are really weird.
So they're fudge packers.
They're fudge packers. Okay. Awkward silence.
I would love to work there.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a hoot. Everybody is just crazy going in there. It's funny. So if you're going through, it's just south of Rolla, Missouri. So check that out if you're going through Missouri, like Andrew knows, and anybody else now that knows. So, But anyway, how's your 4th of July? Jesus.
How's my 4th of July?
How's your 4th of July going? I'm looking into the future.
Yeah.
How's your St. Patrick's? Well, never mind. You worked and you said that already. So.
Yeah, I was at the hospital this morning, but good news, she's getting discharged tomorrow and admitted the following day to Atlanta. She'll be in Atlanta at a facility there, and all is going good.
Good deal.
So I'm happy.
Yes, yeah. That is good. That is good. That is awesome. So hopefully she will be on the road to recovery soon.
Yes.
And back home to you.
Amen.
Soon. Yes. I'm trying something tonight. I'm trying to be nice. No, that ain't gonna happen.
What?
So normally I have a spirit box over here. Not a spirit box, a K2 meter and a cat ball over here. So I'm not well, one, I can't find the K2 meter. So I have this app that I got. It's called SPI. It's made by Sean Austin. It's like a spirit box, but there's no word database on this app. So, and when we were at Ray County Museum, and I didn't use it at a mass, but when we were at Ray County Museum a couple weekends ago, I used it. I got some good results. And I used it this past weekend. When did I use it last? I don't remember when I used it last, but I got some good results. So I am going to turn this on, and it is on. So you will hear words come through here.
It says sponge packer.
If it does, then, look out. Look out.
Or Uranus.
So you know what? A weird thing. When we were at Ray County, we were in the basement. We have a great show tonight. We have Bryce Edwards backstage. We're going to talk Bigfoot and everything down at his farm and paranormal and stuff. And we're going to talk about an investigation that I'm going to be at with him on the 28th here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Mickey.
Thank you, Mickey. Disappointed no blue undies. Okay.
I know. Right?
Oh, and before the show started, I want to thank Sean for becoming a member. I appreciate that.
Thank
Sean.
you.
And okay, what was I talking about?
Okay.
How do I get that off?
Ray
Okay.
County.
Ray County. Okay, so I went with Mandy from Ghost Sisters and her husband, who is a captain at a jail in Ohio. And we didn't lock him. We put him in a cell to see what would happen. And I got through this thing. I got some pretty incredible things come through. Somebody, he was doing the Estes, and he kept getting something about a woman walking by. And then this came up, and it said, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but I'll say it anyway. It came up, it said, whore.
Oh.
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, we're going to see what happens tonight.
Yeah,
if anything fun comes through. And if it works out, cool. I might just leave that on and do that. And
I'm still hoping for Uranus fudge packing. But
that
anyway,
would be funny. That would be absolutely hilarious.
That would be awesome.
If that happens, I'm going to go play the lottery tonight.
Oh yes, me too.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, all right. Let's bring Bryce up. You know him. You love him.
Let's bring Bryce out. Yes.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Paul's Bait.
Yeah. Paul's Bait. That's right.
Hey guys.
That is exactly right. How do you bring him right back? oh, Bryce.
Yeah. Hey, good to be back and good to be your holiday guy. Last time I was on, it was the day before Thanksgiving, and now it's St. Patrick's Day. I like it.
Isn't that awesome? And what's coming up next that you're available?
Flag Day.
That's
Flag
right.
Day. Yes. Yeah. We
Easter's booked.
Easter's booked. Okay, I'm sorry. I was hoping you'd come dress up as an Easter bunny for me.
Oh,
I can, but
then Paul will
whatever tactics we use whenever we do the investigation is whatever tactics we use. If one of us is dressed up like a bunny and the other one's dressed up as bait, hey, it is what it is.
100%. I'm all for that. For it. Because didn't Brandy dress up like a beaver for the last investigation?
Yes, she was a beaver for the last investigation.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, I missed that.
Okay, well, she set the bar.
She set the bar. So
go above it.
Yeah,
man, we got to
how you're doing. Yeah,
we got this.
What did you say, Bryce?
What? We got to beat a beaver.
Thank you, Moon. Appreciate you coming. The donation, Moon.
Yeah.
Oh, Bryce, we're gonna have so much fun.
Yes, we are.
So, I didn't put that on the screen there before. I don't know where this is going tonight.
It's going.
Telling.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us tonight.
It's gonna be fun either way.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Thanks for having me back, man. I appreciate it. And everybody, if you notice my hat, Paranormal Among Us, hit the store.
Right. He's got the merch.
Now.
Yeah.
So I think this QR code up here, I think that's a QR code to the store. I'm not sure. I did it last week and I can't remember what I did. I didn't write it down.
You know what? Let me just figure that out.
Mark from Night Vision Paranormal. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Denise. Hi, everybody else in chat. It is? Okay, cool.
It is the merch store.
Good deal.
All right. So make sure you there it is. Scan that QR code, get to the merch store, get yourself a Paranormal Among Us hat, or I don't sell your
Ping pong balls.
Ping pong balls. I don't know why I put ping pong balls on there. I thought it looked cool.
Well, I would say one
Thanks,
drunken
Dan.
night it was a good idea, and now it's questionable.
Well,
You should put
Hey,
more.
we always have those ideas. You should.
There is a lot of underwear options on that store.
You should do it. Blue Paranormal Among Us underwear with like your face on the front.
I
And
don't
then
know
the show
that I
name
want.
on
I
the
don't
back.
know that I want my. No,
Yeah,
I don't
or
know that
on
I
the
want
back.
to do it. No. Hi, Dave. I don't know.
That
that I
will
want to do that.
sell.
Hi, Barbara.
All right.
So,
Hello,
Bryce,
everybody in chat.
how do we transition out of this? Oh, you know what? Real quick, I forgot to do this. I had something in mind to do this before we started the show, and I completely forgot about it until now. Hang on one second. It was Natalie's birthday Monday.
That's right.
It was yesterday. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah,
mine
today
was
was
yesterday,
Yes.
and my bonus son, Josh Smearman, is today.
Happy birthday.
Nice.
BJ turns
Happy birthday,
30. So big 3-0.
Oh God.
I'm not 3-0
Me neither.
or 4 or 5-0.
No, not. Oh, look. I just got a word on here. It says scarlet. You can't really see it.
Scarlet?
It says scarlet.
Okay, maybe they're talking about me.
Okay. Thank
Maybe
you,
that's
Gary,
the name of
for
the
following.
Too Fast lady.
Could be.
Yes.
Could be.
That could be.
I'll have to look into that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Scarlet.
Too
That's right.
fast.
Okay.
Don't know her name, but I asked. Lord knows I asked.
Wow.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it was the God's helmet that I did in the LBL, and a lady
That's right.
came to me in this state of mind that I was in, and beautiful woman with auburn hair, and she's looking at me, and we're driving in a car. She goes, "Too fast, too fast." Maybe that's her name.
Could be.
Never know.
Could be. Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I've never
you.
used any of those like spirit boxes and things like that you've got. I've never used one of those. The only thing I've ever used is a parabolic dish.
The God's helmet is pretty cool to use. You just have to, I guess, be careful.
Cool.
Not to overdo it.
Thank you.
And just be careful what you wish for with that. But it is a pretty cool device. I mean, I had a great experience. I mean, Natalie didn't have a bad experience.
No, mine was phenomenal.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'd like to try it, but I don't even know what would happen.
You
I don't
know,
know where it would take me.
yeah, and I think it's your state of mind too, because I prayed and I meditated before, and I think that it just opened me up, and I just had this really cool experience.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
and I guess it's different for everybody.
It really is. It's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah.
just hoping the Hatman doesn't show up again.
Oh God!
I saw him when I was 9, and that was not fun.
Okay, well, let's just jump right in there. I don't know that we talked about that the last time you were here. I don't remember.
Nah,
hearing
I'm
this
pretty
story.
sure we just stuck to Bigfoot, which
yeah.
like the cryptid stuff was the newest stuff to happen with me. Most of my life, it's been more on the what I call paranormal side. I mean, I guess cryptids could be paranormal, but I don't know. For me, I kind of like have one on one side, one on the other, even though it's all weird,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was 9 years old. It was my first sleepover. I was over at my buddy Thomas's house, which was like 3 doors down from where I lived at. And his parents had satellite, like the giant satellite dishes in the backyard that moved and everything when you changed the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you know, I was thinking like, all right, this is going to be fun. And it was up until a certain point. So it was probably about 11:30, close to midnight. And me and him were still awake watching TV and everything. And it was storming outside. So now this Hatman experience is different from ones I've heard people do on the other shows and things like that. Like he wasn't standing in front of me eating a crow or something like that, or having some girl with him that was holding a dead bird. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of weird stuff. What happened though with me and him, we were sitting there, it's raining, you know, storming pretty decently. And as we're watching TV, we catch movement out of our eye and we look over, and his next door neighbor, they were the corner house. Thomas's house kind of set back a little bit off the road. And so like his window for his living room was like on the side of the house where the driveway is in between the two houses. So you can look over from where we were at and you can see the stairs or the steps going up to the front porch of the neighbor's house. And there was this, what we at first just thought was a guy standing there right in front of their screen door to like go on their porch. And we were thinking like, okay, is he trying to open the door or something? Because at first we thought, well, maybe it's the husband. I can't remember these people's names. I just remember that they had 3 kids that were all around our age, but I don't remember their names. It's been so long ago. But I do remember they were a Pentecostal family, and they ran a daycare during the day at their place. But it was just standing there, and we saw it, and we didn't really, I mean, it was kind of creepy, you know, because we're like, why is somebody right there in the middle of the night in a storm? And then we just kind of go back to doing what we're doing. So next thing we know, we look over out the window, and this thing that we saw standing at their front door is now standing at the window, staring right at us. But here's the thing. No eyes. Completely solid black. Seemed like it had a trench coat with like the collar flipped up a little bit and like a fedora hat. Almost like a 1940s or 50s detective. Like, think like that outline, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was standing there staring at us. And like, we start freaking out because we're like, what the heck? And the weirdest thing too, when the rain was coming down, it was not hitting this thing. Like, say like it would get like right here, and it would just like, it was almost like there was like some kind of a protective aura around it or something that was keeping it from getting rained on. Very strange.
Mm.
So it was right there. So, you know, us being 9, what do? We ran around to the side of the couch and hid.
Right.
And so, you know, we did that, and we're like, I don't know, we were sitting there for probably like 30 seconds, but it felt forever. And then, you know, so like, is it gone? And like, he peeked and it was gone. Like, all right, cool, it's gone. So we go and we sit back on the couch, and then we hear his front screen door open. And yeah, and they had an enclosed front porch, and it had like that. Remember in the early 90s how some people had like on their porches and stuff would have like that really green like plastic fake grass carpet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had his parents had that on the front porch. And so you heard the door close, and then his actual front door to come into the house was one of those older ones, because it was an old house that had like the 3 rectangle windows in the door, you know?
Oh yeah.
And so we look back, and it's right up against that staring at us again. And again, we just get this intense fear. And like, now I know it as a panic attack, but back then, you know, I was just scared, you know?
Yeah.
And so what do? We go back around the couch, throw the blanket over us, and hide. But like, you know, hey, I was 9. But it was like so crazy because we were probably under that blanket for probably a good 10 minutes at least. Like, we did not move because we're like, it is on the other side of that door. Like, it's not like there's a window and something like that. Like, no, it's like right there. We knew the front door was locked, but still yet, you know, and it just really creeped the hell out of us. And what I think, because I don't know, we never heard the screen door open back up again, but I mean, it had to have, because eventually it was gone. So, you know, we told his parents in the morning about it, and his mom just kind of brushed it off like, oh, you guys must have just been watching something scary on TV or whatever. And but his dad kind of acted a little funny about it. And he went out and he kind of looked around out, you know, on the front porch and everything, didn't notice anything, walked around to the driveway and all that. And right where we said it was standing at, he said there was some kind of a print, like in the gravel, like, you know, like how like gravel will make that clayish mud, you know, some kind of a weird print in that, but it didn't look like a normal person's footprint. And I don't know, but it was also just one. It wasn't like 2 feet. It was just one. So maybe, I don't know, but it was the creepiest thing. And what I think, like, now that I'm older, because I didn't even know it was the Hatman I saw until about 4 years ago, whenever I was watching my friends, Steve and Kyle from the Hollow Sky podcast. They did a show about the Hatman, and the person that sent in their encounter also sent this picture of these 3 African-American ladies, and the Hatman was standing behind the grandma with its hand on her shoulder in that picture. Yeah. So whenever I saw that, like, it immediately, my mind went right back to that night when I was 9 years old, and I was just like, holy crap, I've seen that, you know? And then I knew it to be the Hatman. But like I said, it wasn't like other stories where like it shows up next to your bed and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't anything like that. So I don't know.
It's a little different, but thank you, Josh.
Thank you very much, Josh. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that's
incredible. Insane. I mean, I know, like, my son had an encounter with the Hatman many times, and it would just show up inside of his room and showed up. It followed him to school and then showed up at his school, but nothing like this. This is more of a physical being.
Yeah. See, that's why, you know, like I said, like the outline and everything that was in that picture I saw matched up pretty close to what I saw. So I'm assuming the Hatman. I mean, it had a hat on. I don't know. It was weird.
So
like, nine was a weird year for me with seeing stuff.
Yeah, sounds like it. At least that one story. So while you were telling the story about the Hatman there, I got another phrase come through the SPI here, and it says "in plain sight," and you were describing where you saw it.
Right there. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right.
That's cool.
So far, 2 for 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dang.
Interesting. Okay.
That's really cool. Now, have you seen anything, or did your friend see anything like that after?
He never said anything about it. And I lost contact with him basically the summer in between 7th and 8th grade because I moved towns then.
Okay.
But yeah, the last I heard, which I mean, this was 20 years ago, but he went in the military and was stationed in Alaska. So.
Okay.
Had he had any other encounters at the house, hauntings or anything that he remembered?
He stayed the night at my house. And we saw something weird peek down at us from the I guess it would be the attic. See, the house we lived in, if I remember hearing Mom right, it was built in like 1912. And which, I mean, this would have been like 93, so still an old house at that point, but really old now. And for whatever reason, see, like Mom's house, it was weird. Like, you walked into the living room from the front door, and immediately there's a bedroom to the left, and then like a bedroom next to it, then you had the bathroom, and then another bedroom. And like the living room was big enough to where we basically had like half of it as living room and half of it as dining room, and then the kitchen behind that. So just to give you an idea of how the house is laid out. So where the bathroom is, there was a small hallway before you got to the back bedroom. And there was a closet there, and above that was the attic area where Mom would put like the winter clothes and the summer clothes and all that stuff whenever the seasons changed. So for whatever reason, me and him decided we were gonna sleep in the hallway. I don't know, but we're sitting there, we're laying there, and we're just talking and everything, and we look up and we see this like apparition, I guess you'd call it, like peek out at us. But it had yellow eyes, and that was creepy.
Oh.
And I mean, like, we saw it probably 4 times that night, and each time it would just be like peeking out at us. And I mean, like, it freaked us out. Like, I got my mom up. I was like, Mom, there's somebody up there. And she's like, there's nobody up there. I'm like, there's somebody up there. We've seen it. And he's like, yeah, Mrs. Edwards, there's somebody up there. And you know, so like we literally, my mom went and got a step ladder, shined her light up there, looking around. There wasn't nobody up there. She's like, "There's nobody up there. Go back to sleep," and all that stuff. But like, we hadn't even been to sleep yet, so that was crazy.
So you were
this
describing
apparition, was it like dark, like a shadow figure, or was it white?
It was dark. It was dark, and it looked male, but it had glowing yellow eyes.
Okay.
So whatever that is, I don't know. I mean, maybe just guessing, because like that wasn't too long after my mom's boyfriend at the time found this croc underneath the house in a crawl space, and he like brought it out and everything, cleaned it up, brought it in the house. So I don't know if maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, it could have been.
I don't know. It was like one of those like butter churn crocs, like those old ones, you know. It was one like that. It was a ceramic one, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so, you know, I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I do remember that was around the same time. So
very well could have been.
Yeah.
Had an attachment to it.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And that was pretty much it for like early childhood. I didn't really see much again until I was probably 22. Yeah.
So when you were talking about that other encounter, I got another night.
Another night? Yeah, it wasn't the same night as the Hatman. It was a different night.
Yeah. So yeah, it came up another night. So
wow.
Wow. 3 for 3.
Things on spot on all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Can't wait to tell Sean.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you said your next encounter was about 22 years old. What happened when you were 22?
Okay, so 22 was when I started the job that I'm at now, and it was just weird. Like, so the guy that was training me, he's also a DJ at this bar, and he was like, you know, working the weekend shifts. It was 12-hour days. So whenever I got off work at 10:30, he's like, "Hey man, you ought to stop by this place I work, or this place I'm DJing at." I'm like, "All right." It was in Benton, Illinois. I'm not scared to say it. It was called Brew City. They're out of business now. But so he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, I mean, I wasn't even ready or nothing. Like, I was like, "Dude, I just got my work clothes on. Like, I smell like a tire right now." and so
Michelin.
Yeah, really.
Michelin
And so do what?
Michelin Musk.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna run by Walmart and grab some clothes and everything, and then I'll be down there. And so I do that. I change in Walmart bathroom, because like, where else am I gonna change? And
like
then
Superman.
right. And then I get down there in Benton, which it's probably about 30 minutes from Mount Vernon to Benton. And I find the bar, and I walk in. Of course, I've got to go pee. So I see him, and I go over to where he's at, and I'm like, "Hey man, where's the bathroom at? I got to pee." And he's like, "Oh, it's just straight back there on the other side of the bar." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I go back there. Now this is where it happens. And full disclosure, I have not had a single drop of alcohol in me yet at that point. So I go to where the bathroom is, and it's just a one-person bathroom, male, female, doesn't matter. Just a one-person bathroom. Only one way in, only one way out. And there's a exit door back there too, but if you open it, it sets off a fire alarm. So there was this short older biker dude standing back there, and there was somebody in the bathroom. So I saw him. I was just like, "Oh, hey man, how's it going?" You know, just being nice. He just kind of looks at me like, you know, F off. And I'm like, okay. So I'm just standing there, and this person comes out of the bathroom, and he looks at me, and I'm like, "Oh no, man, you're here before me. Go ahead." So he goes into the bathroom, and whenever he shuts the door, he doesn't actually close it all the way. He kind of just like shuts it too, you know? And so I'm standing there. This dude, he comes walking up. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom." I'm like, "No, there's somebody in there, and then it's my turn. You're gonna wait." And so we're standing there, and I mean, several minutes go by, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh God, man, this old guy's in there taking a shit." You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna suck."
Yeah.
And then that other guy, he was like, "Man, screw it." He's like, "I'm gonna take a piss in the sink." And I'm like, and he opens the door. There's nobody in there. My eye was on the door the entire time because I had to pee, and nobody came out. That guy went in, nobody came out, and that door that he went in was the only way to come back out. There wasn't a window in that bathroom or anything else where he could have snuck out. So that freaked me out. Peed, got a beer, went back over to Sean where he was at the DJ booth, and I'm like, "Okay, dude, need to run something by you." And he's just like, "All right, what's up?" I'm like, "I think I just saw a ghost." And he like suddenly he went from like all party having a good time to like stone face, like what it looked like. And I literally described exactly what one of the bartenders had seen the week previous and told him. Like she said that it was like after closing time and she was cleaning up and he was standing back over there by that bathroom. And she was like, "Oh, sorry, sir, we're closed. You're going to have to go." But he just dissipated right in front of her.
Wow.
Yeah. So
And
that was crazy.
Holy cow.
I got the name Austin.
Austin?
Right when you said that that there was nobody in that bathroom, the name Austin came through.
Maybe that's his name.
Yeah, could have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a rough bar too. So I mean, you know, who's to say he was an old biker? Maybe there wasn't some kind of a brawl or something. Maybe he got stuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, makes you wonder. But to have like what I saw be the same thing that somebody had seen a week previous, you know, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, because now you have confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that it had enough strength to close the door, but not all the way.
Yeah.
Right.
That's freaky.
Yeah, it didn't close all the way. It just kind of went like right to where it would normally go in and lock in place, but
and he
never did fully shut.
And it didn't look like it had a glow to it or anything. It just looked like a regular person.
Looked as real as you or me.
Wow.
Yeah, full body apparition. And I mean, that creeped me out. I've only ever seen something like that one other time, but it wasn't fully formed. It was over at the Limp Mansion there in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting.
that place is haunted as hell.
Wow.
Yeah. Wonder how many other people have seen this entity and not realize.
Oh, I guarantee a bunch have. Yeah. Because, I mean, he's one of those, it's like, when I saw him, he was there, but he was back a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like he was out there in the party. He was just like hanging out along the wall, you know, like by the door and all that kind of stuff. And, yeah, it was pretty wild.
Did you get any kind of weird vibes in that bar?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that bar was negative. There was all kinds of negativity. You could just feel it when you walked in. Like some places you walk in, it's got a good vibe. That place, I never got a good vibe from. It reminded me of like the town I live in. Reminded me of this bar that used to be there called Hurley's. Every time you walked in there, you were guaranteed to get in a fight or see one.
I remember that bar, I think.
A lot of
negative. Familiar. What was the name of that bar that you saw the ghost in?
It was called Brew City.
Bruce?
Brew?
No, brew like a beer.
Oh, brew. That makes more sense than Bruce. And it's not there anymore, correct?
The building is, but it's not under that name. I don't even know if it's an operating bar anymore. It changed. It went from Brew City to Brew 2 to something else, and I don't know if it's still in business now at all or not.
And that's in Denton?
Benton, yeah.
Benton, okay. Benton.
You're batting 1,000 here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little
Go get a Q-tip.
investigation. I'm gonna, it sounded, it rhymed. I'm gonna look into that a little later on and see if I can find anything, if anything happened at that bar, and if it has a history about it, or the land even. So,
or even if there has been a man that passed away by the name of Austin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it means anything or not, but there's train tracks right next to it.
Are they active?
Well,
yeah.
Okay, because it could mean that when the train goes over, that creates that electricity, that
the energy, yeah,
the energy will magnify. Interesting.
Yeah. It's like where it's at in Benton. So like if you went over the train tracks, the high school would be like catty corner from it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that place is, I mean, like most bars in Southern Illinois are rough bars. I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, we've got some nice ones in like Marion and stuff like that, but like all the how do I put this nicely? Country-esque bars.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have all those local town tough guys that, see somebody they don't know and they're gonna want to try and start something. That's what happened to me, my buddy from work one time, and that was a fun night.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But but we held our own. But it was. There's just, I mean, every time I was there, I was probably there maybe a dozen times altogether, and every time it was either in a fight or seen a fight. I mean, it was just
really,
yeah. There's just something about it. I mean, it's more so than like just drunk people. You know what I mean? Like people were angry and like fighting, and it's like
their territory. They have to prove themselves.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. There could be that whole building, that land, like you said. There could be something going on there. So I don't know.
I bet if we dug deep enough, I bet you there's more to that, and there's some depths around there.
Oh yeah.
Just got past midnight on here.
Okay.
A lot of bars stay open past midnight, and that's usually when the
that one stayed open till 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So this app is called SPI. It's $14.99. I would go ahead and download
it.
Yeah.
Is it a one-time cost or is it monthly?
One-time cost. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah. So let's a little plug for Sean Austin there.
Yeah.
Good app, Sean.
Yeah. So anything happen? I mean, you have the actually, forget I said that. Do you feel like that you might be marked or something, that all these strange things are happening to you?
Yeah, I know some people kind of be like, oh, yeah, this person says they're marked. I think it really happened. I think the Hatman marked me, because that was the first thing I saw. The fact that it was over at the other house before it came to us, I don't think we were supposed to see it. I think it was one of those, oh, kids, I'll just scare them and take their energy for food or something like that. Because that's what it felt like. Like, because there was scared, and then there was what we were. Like, here's scared, here's us, And it, like, later things I did, like looking into it and all that, like, they say like entities, especially dark entities, like I think they call it loose or something like that, that they like feed off your energy and whatnot. It doesn't necessarily have to be an attack. It could just be like almost like an energy vampire, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think it did, because right after that, saw whatever that was with the yellow eyes, and then I did forget one thing that happened in my teenage years. This was weird. This was, I almost think it was like a divine intervention type thing. Because so it was homecoming 2001, and we had been out at the farm partying, me and my friends. Now when I say party, like we weren't drinking or nothing, we were just, you know, out there, had a big bonfire. And so we're coming back to town, right? And it's me and my girlfriend at the time and my cousin and her boyfriend. So we were coming back to town, and for whatever reason, my dumbass girlfriend at the time decided to just grab my steering wheel and go, "Hey," like that.
Whoa.
And yeah. And so of course we start spinning out, and I'm in a Mercury Tracer. And so like I'm sitting there trying to correct it and everything. But I mean, we were literally like, we were going this way and suddenly we're pointed this way. And as we're pointed this way, I see a giant tree right in front of us. And I'm thinking to myself, holy crap, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? Because like for like a couple years, it seemed like somebody in the high school would get into a wreck, hit a tree and die, you know? And for like, yeah, like probably 2 or 3 people from the time I was in like 8th grade until I graduated, you know, there was 2 or 3 students from the school, 2 were in my class that got killed in car wrecks. And, but all of a sudden, like right before we're about to cross over the ditch area and hit where that tree is, I just see these 2 glowing hands hit like my driver's side fender and the door right here. And the car literally went like this to over, like completely just moved to the right, not like I turned it or anything, and went straight into a driveway.
And avoided the tree.
Avoided the tree altogether. Now, I did pop a tire, but alive.
Yeah.
Well, you know, yeah, tires can be replaced.
So,
yeah, so was the girlfriend.
hands that came out, like, were they regular size human hands? Were they larger hands, like a archangel kind?
They seemed bigger. Like, I mean, I've got big hands and they seemed bigger than mine, but it was the glow that got me, because it was just like all of a sudden out of nowhere. And I don't remember if I was praying or anything. Like, I do remember thinking, oh shit, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? As I'm seeing this tree. And then it's just like that, and then into the driveway. And I mean,
wow.
I don't know. It was weird, but it was like I just saw hands. I didn't see arms. I didn't see a figure. Of course, I was also kind of freaking out in that moment, so I really wasn't looking over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just weird and wild, man.
But it's kind of amazing that you saw the hands, and
yeah, because I saw them come up to the car. That was the thing.
Because in that moment, like you said, you're not looking at anything else. You're not really comprehending much of what's going on besides this isn't a good situation.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the first thing I thought of was like Archangel Michael coming in to like save the day, you know, kind of protecting you.
Funny you should say that. Archangel Michael and me, I've prayed to him a few times and felt like he's come to the rescue in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never actually seeing him, just feeling like he was there.
You said this
and
happened
I've got
on your
this paint. Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, and I've got this picture. I bought it at a pawn shop. It cost me more than I wanted to pay for it, but it was so beautiful. It was just this artist's rendition of the Archangel Michael coming down. And this pawn shop had it in Marion because they said it was like protecting the store or whatever, you know. And I was like, how much you want for it? Because I was like, that's my guy, you know. And yeah, $65 later, I got it. But yeah, so it's in my house now, and it's I've got it in my living room, and it's like, you know, like protect the home kind of thing, you know. Protect the home, protect the family, like he's done me. So
first, as you were telling about the where the painting was that you got, it says it's not there. Okay. And then this happened on your farm, right?
After we left the farm. So this was probably 4 miles away from the farm, I'd say.
Okay. So I was thinking, since you have the Bigfoot activity there, maybe it was something of that nature trying to protect you.
I don't know, only because that's like I said, the hands were glowing. Because it was just like this brightness, and like I saw hands coming, and like I said, pushed it. I also just realized I'm doing this, but like over here where you can't see me doing it, so that's kind of weird looking. It's like the windshield is not the camera, Bryce.
See you.
Yeah. Well, I always do shows in my car, because I call it Studio Saturn. That way, because my car's a Saturn, so I don't have my kids in the background coming up and wanting something, you know what I mean, or fighting over video games. But yeah,
good plug for Saturn. Good plug.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you ever see one, besides in a junkyard. But yeah. But
So
no,
that's
that was crazy that night. And
Yeah.
like I said, I replaced the girlfriend along with the
I
time.
was just going to say, did you
Yeah, nice.
She was like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Get out."
Yeah, I would be too.
I was going to say, how soon after that incident?
As soon as we got back to the high school where her car was, I was like, "Peace,"
Yeah, you're not coming back.
Like, no,
That's
like you almost killed us.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, an awesome story that
Yes.
you didn't hit the tree. I mean, that's fantastic.
Right.
But, wow, that is cool. That is interesting.
Yeah. It's been weird.
Yeah. What about on the property around the farm? Any paranormal? I know there's been some paranormal stuff going on there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's okay, so I told you about, or maybe I did. Did I tell you about the house that my dad lives in, how it's haunted by my past family members that live there?
I can't remember, but I can't remember what I did.
I did not hear this. I would love to know more.
Well, I'll tell you then. Okay, so after my granny died, so my great grandma, she was 99 and a half to the day. When she passed, my great uncle had passed about a year before her. He died of brain cancer. He was only in his 60s. And then he lived with her after he got out of Vietnam. He just stayed on the farm and took care of the farm and all that stuff. But so they were gone. And my grandpa asked me if I would move in there because I had gotten out of a relationship that I was in college, moving back home, and needed a place to be so I wasn't couch surfing at Dad's house. And because, like I said, back then we all lived out there on the farm. And so, Pop asked me, he's like, "Hey, you mind moving in there? That way there's somebody over on that end of the farm, because that's where all the equipment was and everything." I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll move in there." And I mean, I literally just had my bed and like clothes and stuff. So like everything's still grandma's in that house when I lived there. So it's like, bring your friends over. It's like you brought them to your grandma's. So I'm sitting there and, the first week I'm there, I went, like anybody would do, go grab a 12-pack of beer, put it in the fridge and everything. Grabbed one, sat down in the recliner, cracked open the first one. As soon as I cracked open, this picture on the wall in the living room that had never moved came from the wall to the middle of the living room floor. Did not drop down, hit the couch, and bounce over there. It came right off the wall, like getting my attention. And the first thing I'm thinking is, shit. Second thing I'm thinking is, and I say it, I go, "I'll take it outside," because I got the feeling because Granny did not allow drinking in her house. And apparently Granny was there still, and still to this day. And so that was crazy. Because like when that picture came off, like you could see like the outline of it on the wall and everything, I mean, that thing had been there forever.
So it didn't move.
And,
yeah.
And I mean, and that was a sturdy built house and everything. So it wasn't like, somebody drove by and the walls vibrated or something, so that was creepy. And I told my dad about it and he laughed at me. He goes, "Granny didn't want drinking at her house, and apparently she still don't." I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, really?
It's still her house.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on one second, I gotta get my flashlight out. I just noticed I was getting dark on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep.
There we go.
That's
yeah,
better.
I mean, she was telling you. You got to get out of that.
Yeah, so I literally never drank in that house. Like after I cracked that first one open and that happened, if I had a beer, it was always outside whenever I had a fire going or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, because like, my friends would always come over because I had the place, and we'd have bonfire parties. But another thing that happened, it was during, let's see, I just started at Continental, so it would have been Christmas of '07, like around that time. So I'm sitting there, and I'd worked a crazy schedule up until we got Christmas shut down. And so I was working a lot of midnight shifts, but then I'd be turning around and working on the weekends, doing the 12 hours during the day. So yeah, so my sleep schedule was all screwed up. But I'm sitting there watching a movie, and all of a sudden from my bedroom, I heard footsteps going from the bedroom clear to the kitchen and then back. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, the hell? I'm like, there's nobody in my house. The door's locked. And so I just made a mental note of it, and told my dad about it whenever I saw him next. And he just kind of was like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. And so whenever Granny and my Uncle Larry were still alive, but they were, going downhill, we had a daytime home health care nurse there. But then at nighttime, my dad would go over there because he just lived down the road from him. And he would be there all night until that lady got there again in the morning. And he said that Uncle Larry, and this was probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And he said usually anytime between, say, 2:30 to 4 o'clock, Larry would get up, go to the kitchen, make himself a little glass of milk, drink it, and then go back to bed. He also heard those footsteps after Larry had passed away, but Granny was still alive because he died on Thanksgiving of '06 and Granny died in the late spring of '07.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I got that right. Maybe it was '05 and '06. I don't remember, but a long time ago.
Yeah,
but
I think Grandma's still there, not wanting you to drink beer in the house.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure.
And like Dad doesn't even drink in there. I mean, my dad doesn't really drink anymore, anyways. But like the occasional one or something like that, he's out there in the barn across the road.
Yeah, I would too.
He doesn't want her.
I told him about that. He was like, He's like, you can be in her bad graces. I ain't. So,
yeah, it's one thing when they're alive to be in their bad graces, but when they're gone, being in their bad graces is not a good idea.
That's a whole new level.
We got an echo when you were talking about your job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means. That's the only one.
Okay.
You haven't figured out. So.
Oh, that's what the box said?
That's what the box said. Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like my headset or something made an echo.
No.
There's something there at work too. Now that I think about it, I know we'll get to the Bigfoot stuff, I promise. But yeah, so where I'm at, I work in the mixing department. So we make the rubber for tires. And I don't know what they built this factory over, but I haven't seen it recently, but like probably 6-7 years ago, they're like, so like where I'm at, we do the chemical part. And so you've got these machines that'll you put the chemicals in them, and whatever you're running, it'll dose those chemicals. Well, on the deck in the corner, every so often you would see this like black shadow figure, but it was like a hazy looking one. It wasn't like solid, but it was like the outline sort of looked like a person. So they're like, I'm not the only person that's seen it there either. Like a lot of people have. And it was really weird because like it would be there, sometimes it wouldn't be there. Well, where it would always be spotted at is right next to like the last station you would be at changing a bin out or something like that to put new chemical in. And one time I was up there doing it and it was right there, right next to me. Strangest thing though, right as it's right there, right next to me, this white mist comes out of nowhere and like envelops it, and then they're both gone. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like I'm like looking, I'm like, the hell was that? You know? And I mean, I'm just like, I mean, yeah, there's dust clouds and stuff in there because I mean some of the stuff's dusty, but this wasn't dust clouds. This was like something got around it and they were both just gone. And yeah, and I mean we've seen it since then. We haven't seen the white mist anymore though, but we've seen the shadow fuzzy thing or whatever since then. And me and my buddy Josh, we were in the break room, and this was just maybe 2 years ago. We were in the break room, and there was this orange orb that like came out of one wall, and it had this like purplish, pinkish, like, for lack of a better term, membrane around it. And it kind of like did like this, and then it went back into a different wall. The wall it went into on the other side is the elevator. I don't know. Now I know there are electrical boxes on the other side of the wall where it came through, where we ended up seeing it. So, but I don't think it was like ball electricity though. You know what I mean? It wasn't like shooting sparks or nothing. But like I see it, and I look over at Josh, and Josh is looking that way. I go, "Did you see his like orange orb?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, you know, he saw it, I saw it.
How big was it?
That was weird. I would say maybe just a hair bigger than a grapefruit.
Okay.
So, I mean, it wasn't like huge or nothing, but it was noticeably big enough. You know what I mean? It was just, like I said, that was weird.
And you said it was orange?
Yeah, it was orange with like a purplish, pinkish membrane around it. That's like the best way I know how to describe that.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you were talking about the blackish mist and then that white mist came and enveloped it and they disappeared, it was almost like this negative entity was around you and this good entity came and took it away, like protecting you. With the orb, that's just an added bonus. I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know what to make of any of it because it's like, I mean, all of this area used to be Native American land. So, I mean, I don't know if maybe there was a burial ground they built over, maybe they just didn't know it. I don't know, but it makes you wonder. And, I just don't know, but that was weird. There was a guy that, self-deleted one time there while I was there. That was crazy. And, this lady that she doesn't work there anymore. She retired. But she was very sensitive, and I guess you would call her a medium because she could speak to spirits and she could see them and all that stuff. And she said that after that happened, like 3 months later, like his spirit came to her and said it was scared, and she told it just to go on to the light, you know. I haven't seen that, but that's what she told me. And like she was the one who told me that my buddy Josh sees the same things I was seeing because I asked her about it. I'm like, have you ever seen the shadow guy on the deck by one? And she was like, yep. I'm like, okay. She's like, Josh has too. I was like, really? So yeah. Wow. I was like, that's one of my best friends, and he didn't even tell me about this.
He's probably thinking, I better not say a word.
Oh, more than likely. I'm that guy in the friend group. Like, you know, I'm the Bigfoot guy, the ghost guy, UFOs, all of it. Everybody else is just like, okay.
Yeah, it sounds like, you know, to me, you know, you've got a lot of energy in that space, and, you know, it could be indigenous tribes that were in that area. I mean, it very well could. I know down here in Florida, we have a lot of that with the Seminole and Miccosukee tribes, and I'm sure in Illinois it's the same way.
Oh yeah, yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah. Do you by any chance have cracks in your wall where you saw this shadow figure? At work. In my wall.
At work? No, this was in the this was on the floor in the open area where the machines are and everything. Okay. Yeah.
Because I got cracks.
I mean, there's cracks. There's cracks everywhere, though. I mean, there's cracks in the floors. There's cracks in the I-beams. I mean, from fork
Maybe
trucks.
Yeah.
Maybe the energy is leaking through the cracks.
And I got
Maybe.
cracks in the wall on this, so maybe that's something.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This app
But
is
yeah.
turning out to be good.
I know.
Really? Yeah,
I'm
really
gonna have
good.
to download that.
Yeah, I think it's certainly worth the $14.99.
Yeah.
Yeah,
15
you
out
need
of
to
it.
have that going whenever we go out to the farm in a few weeks,
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
because there's
I
no
will.
telling what we'll pick up.
Speaking of
we've
the
got-
farm,
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, because we've got orbs out there, and everything you can think of. It seems like.
And speaking of the farm, we're going to be down there on the 28th with Half Inch Wrench crew and hopefully Miguel as well from Sasquatch Theory. Do some investigation. You've had a lot of activity down there. You had Joe Torrey, not John Torrey.
Joe Turry.
Turrey. Joe Torrey's
No,
the.
I haven't had the former
baseball player.
Cardinals manager. No,
That would be cool.
that would be cool.
That would be cool to have.
That would be really cool. You can charge admission.
Yeah,
Play catch with Bigfoot. You know?
that's right.
This is why I try not to say names on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's in chat too. I saw.
He was. Sorry, Joe.
Yep.
He was earlier. I haven't seen him in a bit, so if you're here, Joe, I apologize. Yes, it's going to be exciting to be out at the farm. So you have had plenty of encounters out there. What's one of your more freaky ones that you've had?
Definitely the scream I heard on Amber's birthday, my wife's birthday, November 23rd. We were sitting out there. It was her birthday. It was really foggy that day, because I remember whenever I was on your show, it was like literally like that Sunday before I did the show with you the first time. And it was super foggy that day, like couldn't see 20 feet in front of you. And I told my dad we were coming out, we were going to have a fire, and he was like, all right. He's like, well, I'll already have it going when you guys get out here. That way you guys can just chill. I'm like, all right, cool. So we went out there, and we got there, like it gets dark about 5 o'clock here in the winter. And whenever we got there, it was about 4:30. So we're out there, Dad's out there hanging out with us for a little while. Then he went inside to eat dinner or something. And we're just sitting there, just enjoying the fire. And about 5:45, all of a sudden, from like every bit of at least 2 fields over, so I'm going to say a good quarter mile, if not more, from where we were sitting at, just heard this very loud, blood-curdling, female-sounding scream that went for a good solid 10 seconds. And then whenever it finished, sounded ape-like. Like had like that roughness to it at the end. And I mean, I'm looking like, I know that like male deer can make a noise similar, and like some other, just normal animals that are out there, but nothing with that kind of lung power that we were hearing for that long. I mean, this was like something putting all that it had in that of its breath and everything into it. And I mean, I looked at her and she looked at me, and it was just like, did you hear that? And you're like, yeah. And I was just like, okay. And she goes, what do you think it was? And I'm like, what do you think? And so I'm thinking, because it had the female sound to its voice, that maybe it was, a female Bigfoot. Because if I remember right, whenever I did the show with you last time, Paul, and I was talking about the 18-inch by 5.5-inch wide tracks that I found over in that field in the area where I think this scream came from. If I remember right, Brian Bowden said something about like that gave him like the feeling that it was a female. And if he's in chat, if I said that wrong, I apologize. Like, correct me. But yeah, that was weird. Like, and all that's going through my head right after I heard it. And so like, that was scary enough, but like, I didn't feel in danger really, but like heard it. Then we hear 3 sets of footsteps, bipedal, coming up to where we're at. See, right past Dad's fire pit, you've got about 20 yards of like grass area, and then the wood line starts. And heard footsteps coming from the left, heard it coming from the right, and I heard it coming straight up the middle. Also heard a return call to the scream that whenever I was talking with Bo Kennedy about it, the way I described it, he called it a Bigfoot yes deer. And
Wow.
yeah. So, and I mean, and really, that is how it sounded. Like you could tell it was like, ugh, like whenever it replied.
Caught again.
Because I'm thinking like, yeah, because it's like and then while all this is going on, one of Amber's friends show up that we invited, and so like we're explaining like, hey, if we seem very weird right now, this is what just happened. And like they get to chit chat and catching up, so Amber's fine. Meanwhile, I'm over here like on alert, like looking around, like okay, Yeah. But yeah, that was probably the creepiest thing because I couldn't see the woods because of the fog,
Yeah.
and I knew that they were at least 20 yards away from me, if not closer. The way Dad always described them whenever he would have fires is he's like, it always seemed like they were just outside the side of the fire, like getting whistled at or whooped at, or like the clicking and like the mimicry of owls and the train whistle, because there's a set of train tracks cutting on the what would that be? South side of the farm. So, that was probably the creepiest thing.
So when you were right after you were talking about the scream and describing the scream, and right before you said that there was steps on both sides of you and in front of you, we got turn real.
Turn real. I mean, yeah.
So it took a turn, I guess, and it got real all of a sudden. I guess that might be what it's saying. So. At least that's what
I got on alert, so
yeah.
I went from just chilling and relaxing to like standing up, looking around, trying to see if I could catch anything in the fog. So, I mean, that makes sense.
Thank you, Brian.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
It's usually a female. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Why would they want to scream so much?
That was the first time I ever heard an actual scream versus just like whoops or mimicry. We got a really creepy, like belly laugh. We got one of those on audio. We got, right before that, we got what sounded like one of them just saying who. It was just like, who. And then like 30 seconds, minute later was this like big like belly laugh, and like I heard it on the parabolic because that's what I was using. Joe and Jason heard it with their ears. Like,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, and so like like Joe calls it disembodied voices, I call it mimicry. I mean, same thing. But yeah, that was creepy. Hearing either two or one of them running through the woods chasing after deer, which is what I assumed they were doing. That was not creepy. That was just like, whoa, like I've said, I haven't really had a bad experience with them out there. It's been, positive, but I did like the Native American way and like go out there and, welcome them, call them Forest Brothers, let them know who I am, tell them I come in peace. I never carry a weapon out there, not even a toothpick. And, I mean, it's been pretty positive and everything. I have not gifted, and I don't know that I want to, but I know a lot of people do and swear up and down it's safe. But I also have seen too many videos about people are being like, well, I was, and then I stopped, and now this is happening. Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know. I'm not out there enough to, do it on a regular schedule. You know what I mean?
That might be interesting to do. I mean, since you did go out and say, thank you, Brian, one more time. Because that's what females do, Paul. I'm not going to comment on that one. But it would be. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
What did it say?
Is it time? Huh. Is it time to comment on that? No, it's not.
No, it's not. It is not time to comment on that.
Or what I was gonna say is that since you went into the woods and called them Forest Brothers and kind of gave them your intention, is it time to start gifting and see what would happen?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's where you come in.
Yeah,
I'm not the gift. No.
Yeah, well,
I'm not.
You are the gift.
No.
With the blue underpants on the outside. You go out there, parade around a little bit. Take one for the team.
That's right. Hey, it's all in the name of science and discovery, okay?
You know what? I just got a phone call. I got to work that weekend.
Gosh darn it. But I mean, sometimes, for me, I wouldn't gift food. I'm not, I don't like to gift food, but something like really cool, like, either like a dog toy. I do dog toys, something squeaky and bright.
Yeah.
The voice in my head sounds like.
And then about an hour later, we hear a squeaking toy in the woods.
Yes.
See, I don't know if I got that from you, Natalie, or not, but I've been thinking about, if I ever had the opportunity to gift a Bigfoot, put a squeaky toy out there or something and see what happens.
Yep.
And that would just be incredible to, later on hear that squeakiness. And, between you and Krista, my thoughts sound like both of your voices. Because I was going to mention what you just said. So, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Inside you, there are two wolves, and it's Natalie and Krista.
Yes. That's frightening.
Is it time? Yeah, the show's over. We're gonna.
There's medication for that.
Yeah. I don't have enough alcohol. No, kidding. What? When you have maybe friends over to the farm who maybe don't believe in Bigfoot or don't believe this kind of stuff, what are their thoughts when they hear the scream or you tell them these stories?
Well, okay, so two of my closest friends I work with, and they've always believed me when I've told them stuff, and because, I'll even tell them, I'm like, look, dude, if you think I'm full of shit, just tell me. I'm not, but if you feel like I am, say it, because I'd rather know, how you feel about what I'm telling you. And they're like, nah, dude, I can just tell by your mannerisms and everything, you're not lying. And I'm like, thank you, Two of my really good buddies that they live in New York, Truth and Bass, they have a show called An Impromptu Truth. I've been on their show a bunch, and I told them about this stuff right when it happened and everything. And whenever I had my first sighting back in 24, and they've been big supporters of all this too with me and everything. And Amber, she believes me, especially after she got a stick thrown at her. That was, and you know what? I don't know if I told you this, Paul. Joe on his members section, he has the video of that interview with Amber. We had to reshoot it though, because just the way the firelight was, or the light from the fire going and the lights and everything, it just, I don't know, the camera had a hard time focusing. But as he was messing with it and she was sitting there getting ready to start her interview, that's when the stick came in and hit her. And he actually caught that on film without even realizing it until he was reviewing it. Yeah, and it came at an angle.
Okay, so was it like a hard throw, or was it like, hey, I'm just playing with you?
Well, watching the video and seeing it on there, it came in pretty fast.
Okay.
And how far from the wood line is the fire? I'm sorry, Natalie.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So this was a different fire. We built a fire on the there's a lane that goes from the road that Dad lives on, and it's basically what it was is the coal mine put one in there on my 13 acres that I personally own.
No, he's talking.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Can none of you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can't hear anybody else.
So
keep going. I can't hear a thing, so keep going.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Okay. Yeah, very. So there was
That's back.
basically there was a line of woods on both sides, but we're just talking like a small line, like basically like rows of trees, and that's it. No like dense forest or anything. Once you got back past where the fire was, there was a big brush pile because back last winter we had that ice storm, and all the tree branches and stuff back in there from the weight of the ice just collapsed down. So my dad just gathered them all up over there and made a big brush pile, and because he's got a couple different burn spots. And so my guess is it had to have been like right there to the side of that, because it is what's really creepy about this. More I think about it, it had to have been just to my left, because the way that came in, it came from the left, hit her in the leg. She was facing me and Joe, and none of us threw a stick.
Right.
Like, I mean, it was just weird. And that was right after I had my second sighting that day. So, I mean, yeah.
That's crazy. Now, did it hurt her, or was it just more startling?
No, it just startled her. And then, like, if you see that video, which, like, it just, she was just, like, freaked out. Like, she was all, like, wide-eyed and, like, looking around as she's talking and everything, you know. I mean, because it startled her. She was not expecting that to happen.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And because it was like we were all just kind of doing our thing. Like Jason was trying to get the lighting right. The other cameraman was just kind of walking around doing like B-roll, I guess, or something. And then Joe was trying to get his camera focused in. I'm just standing there, you know, with the boom mic. And all of a sudden she's like, okay, who just threw a stick? And we're like, huh? And then, you know, that's whenever she was like, none of you threw a stick? Like, please tell me somebody threw a stick. No. And then she was like, I just got hit with a stick, you know?
Wow.
And I was just like, what? So, yeah.
I've heard of
crazy.
Bigfoot throwing things for fun. I mean, now sometimes they throw it to scare you, but sometimes they throw like, I'm going to get you. And then I've heard of other people like saying, yeah, I get stuff thrown at me and then I toss it back. And it almost becomes a game.
Right.
And I'm wondering if maybe she would have tried to throw it back, what would happen?
Yeah, I don't know. She definitely did not.
Okay, I'm sure she's like, what in the shiggity is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. If me and Paul get something thrown at us, you know, we'll throw something back and see what happens, unless it's a rock.
You know, with my luck, I'd be thinking that, you know, it's a game, they want to play catch or whatever and do this fun thing. But with my luck, I'll throw something back and then it'll just come tearing out at me or something.
A giant tree, boom.
And then Paul taking off running, screaming, I'm not the bait, damn it.
That was a joke.
When did you get YouTube?
Yeah. Ooh,
that's
Bigfoot
for
on
your
YouTube.
blue underwear.
The Orb Enforcer, who is new, thank you for tuning in tonight. Question for Bryce: how long was the stick, and was it broken off on both ends? Got a lot in common with Bryce. Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, it wasn't very long. Like maybe it wasn't any bigger around than my pinky. And it was maybe about 10 inches long, and it just looked like it was like snapped off of like a branch that was maybe by where it was standing or something. Like it just snapped it off and then threw it. Yeah, that's about as much as I know, and that's only looking at it coming in through the camera, because like there were sticks everywhere where we were at, because like I said, we had trees on both sides. But it wasn't like it fell like it wasn't like a, you know, a branch above her or something and like a stick just fell down and hit her, because that would have just been straight down on the camera. This came at an angle and it was fast, like it had been thrown with force.
So a little,
I mean,
not quite as wide as a fist, right? It was just the size of your pinky.
Yeah. This wasn't very big. It wasn't as wide as a fist, by any means. No. No,
And it wasn't
more
windy that day at all, to where, you know, a twig could have gotten blown from someplace.
No, it was a lunar eclipse that night, though, if that means anything.
Oh, that might mean something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think that they'd be more active.
Yeah. Yeah, it was super dark and super creepy.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. Like I have a blast every time I'm out there investigating. Every time I've been out there investigating, I've went out by myself a couple times, just walking around trying to see if I can find some prints or something. But as far as like investigating with gadgets and all that stuff, it's been me and Joe and Jason. And I mean, like this documentary that we got coming out, which it's getting finished. It'll be finished this month. I just talked to Joe today about it.
Nice.
And yeah, it's called the Pond Creek Monster, and then subtitled Bigfoot and Other High Strangeness.
Great. And so where can people find that?
It'll be on streaming services, and then if people want physical copies, there'll be DVDs for sale too.
Great.
And there's like T-shirts, all kinds of stuff. Just trying to, see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, for me, it's just like I want the T-shirt. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
I would hope you get a discount on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What was the name of that again? The Pond Monster?
Pond Creek Monster, and then subtitled Bigfoot and High Strangeness.
Bigfoots.
Nice. Oh, that's gonna be
that'll be. I know it'll be on Tubi and some of the other ones. We're trying to get it for Amazon, and so far, Joe's had everything that meets the criteria for what Amazon requires now.
Oh, sweet!
And I saw the first 10 minutes of it because, like, if you're a member of his channel, you'll get like everybody does members videos, and he put the first 10 minutes of the documentary up, the new one, and wow, I mean. This thing is killer looking. Like,
oh, that's exciting.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, it is so cool. It is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say the camera adds 30 pounds, but yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the hell happened? Did I get stung by a bee? Like, yeah. Wife's a good cook. That's all I can say.
Is there a trailer that is on YouTube that we can watch or share? Like a trailer for the actual film?
There might be a quick one. I don't know. I got to ask Joe on that. I know on the documentary we did, like the documentary video for his YouTube channel, there was a trailer for that and everything, but that only was stuff leading up to my first sighting. After that, like everything that's on this new one coming out is all the evidence we've gathered, all the interviews, everything since.
Okay. And so
this new one's way better.
What'd that say, Paul?
So you have a heckler over here, and it says, "This isn't real." I'm sorry, pal. It is real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can literally go on YouTube and see it's real. And the story and everything. It's real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heckler ghosts. Gotta love them.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Goodness. Well, I mean, I can't wait to see it. I mean, we'll, as soon as you post something, we'll definitely, share it out for everybody to see because that sounds exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
it's what
you had just mentioned that you haven't done many gadgets and stuff out in the woods and looking around. I'm almost certain that Half Inch Wrench Crew will be there the 28th. They're going to bring all their gadgets. Miguel, if he's there, he's going to bring all of his gadgets too. So I'm going to, when we're done here and probably tomorrow, I'm going to get on our little group chat and make sure that they're all still good for the 28th. So that's going to be
cool. Yeah, I think Miguel's going to come because he was saying something about interviewing me there for his show too. So we'll see if he's going to be there. But I'm thinking last time I talked to him, anyways, he was going to. So
yeah, okay, so that's cool. So that'll be awesome. And make sure you keep your notification bell. Do you have good Wi-Fi out there?
I doubt it.
But you know what?
I think Dad has Wi-Fi.
Adam has.
It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Adam has Starlink. So if he brings that mobile Starlink with him, then we can go live and do some fun stuff.
Sweet. Yeah, let's do it.
And make sure you bring your blue underwear.
Make sure I don't bring my blue underwear. That's going to be staying here. So an interesting question. Does Paul's spirit box hear Bryce? It can only hear my voice. I have all the sound is coming through my headphones. There is no, you can't hear at all what's going on the show outside of the headphones. So it is not hearing a thing that is coming through.
Or maybe it can.
Maybe you only think it can't.
Well, yeah, maybe. And that part when my sound went dead, my wife opened my AirPods instead of hers. So that was that. So that's easy.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mystery is solved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Debunked. Debunked.
But now, man, we're going to have a good time out there. And I mean, it's like, shit, damn near every time that me and Joe and Jason were out there, we got some kind of evidence. And I mean, most of the time audio, I had the visual. The second, whenever they were there, I had the visual. It was the second time I saw it. So I've had 2 Class A sightings. And his cameraman was sitting right next to me whenever I saw it. So he saw it too.
Yeah.
And we found tracks. I mean, yeah. And that's just the Bigfoot. There's good evidence that there's something else out there too.
Yeah.
The old pointy ear guy.
Let's hope he doesn't show up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think if we see the thing that I want to show you where you thought that you were like visualizing this area that's on the farm, the place I want to show you where I think you're talking about is where that thing was spotted, so to say, that my little brother had his little encounter with.
Okay.
No, you definitely want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like maybe in the daytime, because whenever he had that happen, it was nighttime. So if we go there in the daytime, we might be all right.
Wait a minute. You definitely want to see the dog man?
No, I want to show you where the area is that I think you were talking about. I don't want to see the dog man. I mean, maybe from a safe distance away.
Yeah.
But like,
that.
if he starts running our way, then, we all better be track stars.
That's why the good Lord made bear spray.
Yeah.
I got to get that. I got to get some of that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, really.
Thank you. And this old boy ain't running anywhere. I'll definitely be the bait. I'll be the slowest one there.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I got my life insurance all paid up, so we're good.
Right.
Your wife's gonna be go out another day.
Yeah.
Here, rub this beef all over you.
Take some jerky with you.
I bought you this new cologne. It's Day Cow Blood.
Oh, dude, this has been fun.
Yes.
This has been a blast. I can't wait for the 28th to come out and investigate out there and see what's going on and have some fun.
Yeah, we're going to have a blast, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you come out like the 27th, like I said, if that Friday night or whatever, if you want to hop on the radio show with me, I mean, we can talk about what we're going to be doing and stuff and spin some tracks on whatever you want to play.
I don't know if I'll be able to.
Can.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make it down there on Friday. If you could do a phone interview, I would be more than happy to do that. But
I might be able to. I got to figure out how to do it. I know we can. I just don't know how.
But I don't know that I'll be able to make it down there in person on Friday night. But we'll see.
No biggie.
We'll see.
Yeah, no biggie, man.
We'll see, definitely. But Bryce, as always, welcome. You're always welcome on the show. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Let's see, what's
cool
the next
to be
holiday?
on a show again that I've already been on once. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to do that return thing. Like, cool.
And Flag Day's next. Yeah. So
that's right.
Day. You said you're booked on Easter already?
Yeah, booked on Easter. Got to go hide some eggs.
Ooh, it just said strong. Okay.
Okay,
so maybe the next one after that would be 4th of July, so we could maybe do something like that. Okay. Thank you very much, Orb Enforcer. Really appreciate you coming and joining the channel. And glad you like it so far. Got a lot of thank yous here. Right off the bat, thank you, Sean, before the show even started. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Mickey. Disappointed no blue undies. Yep, sorry.
I want to. Thanks, Mickey.
Thank you, Moon, for the $1. Thank you, Gary, for Paul's blue naughty shorts. Okay.
I agree. Thanks, Gary.
Josh Turner, thank you so very much for the $50. That's awesome of you. Thank you, Kitty, for the $2.99. Appreciate that. Awesome. Oh, I missed this one. Did you thank St. Michael for protecting you?
No, I did say thank you, but I was whenever I'm saying thank you, like anytime like every morning I wake up, I'll say, you know, like a prayer of thanks and everything for, you know, another day and all that. When I go out to the farm and I investigate and things, I always say a prayer then too. So, I mean, I'm usually talking to God when I do that, or Jesus, but I mean, if St. Michael wants to hear it and all that too, hey, that's fine with me.
I'm sure they have a receptionist up there, and you get the message.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll file it under general.
There you go.
General,
there you go. Thank you, Brian, and happy birthday,
Brian.
Natalie, for Paul's Tidy Whitey Fund. Yeah, okay.
Amen.
Thank you, PNW, for the $2. Thank you again, Brian.
Yes, thanks, Brian.
Thank you again, Brian, and we won't talk about that one. Thank you, Moon, again. And thank you and welcome, Orb Enforcer. And while we were doing all this, we got Strong. I like that name, Orb Enforcer. Yeah, Strong. So, all righty, guys. I thank you all so very much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you for being in the chat and joining us here tonight. Thank you, Natalie, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Belated.
Yep.
Hey, P. Gene. Thank you for coming in, and we're about to go. So everybody, make sure you go on over to BMR's channel. If you mention my name, you'll get $20 off the cover price. No.
I thought it was $20 added.
No, that's $20 added to my account. All right, guys, have a great night. Tomorrow, Sin Strader, I believe, paranormal investigator. I don't know where she's at, but there's a paranormal investigator coming on tomorrow night. 8:30 Central, so hope to see you there. Go on over to check out BMR with Dennis Carroll, and we will see you all later. Thanks, Bryce.
Bye, guys.
Paul Anthony stands ready in the show mixtape. Host of Paranormal Aim, but never running late.
Chasing down house and lights across the sky, but the strangest sighting happens when the G's say goodbye.
Paranormal among us, the spirits are near. Paranormal among us, and the stars are among us, my dear. Then the camera dips slow when the blue box disappear instead. Let's get from Kenrick's Meat Market by day to haunted halls at night.
Got helmet humming, EVPs whispering fright.
Saturday at 7, Tuesday at 6:30 Central Time.
The chat explodes when the turquoise glory starts to shine. Paranoid among us, that much we know.
But Paul's naughty blue shorts among us in full show. Anchor keeps him grounded when the poltergeist play. Ghost dance defiant, we're getting naughty tonight.